Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope back with another video, and today we're talking about Star Rail, talking about 1.2. It's coming out. I just realized I never said anything on it, but before we get started, you can thank Eurogamer because I'm using Eurogamer's this website in order to look at the information and everything like that. So thank you for having this website. Use that. You guys can see it. Link all up there. See that website I'm using. And also, if I realize I haven't been saying this, if you're not having a good day, I hope your day gets better. That's not how I used to say it, but I said something like that. I hope you're having a good day, and if you're not having a good day, I hope it gets better. There we go. That's how I said it. But with all this being said, we don't really care about words that are said too much in here. We just want to go straight to all the events that's going on. We got the Blade banner and we got the Kafka banner. Now, I personally care way more about Blade than I do Kafka because of the fact that Genuine is in the game. I feel like we have enough Lightning people. I feel like there's another important Lightning person that I'm just forgetting about right now. That I feel like we don't need Kafka. Yes, she got to the damage over time, but I'm obviously going to summon for her anyway, but I'm not excited for her. I think I want Blade more than I want Kafka because I have no destruction characters that are like on a team, so I'm far more interested in that. But I will admit, because this is the banner, right? So yeah, the thing that sucks about his banner is that he has Natasha on there. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of us already have her maxed out because she was she on the first banner or the second banner? I think she was on the first banner. So it sucks that she's coming back around again. You're gonna get her again, so hopefully we don't pull her. I really don't want Su Shang either, but it is what it is. And then Arlen, who no one uses. And then you got Kafka's banner, which seems very decent because I don't have really any of these characters. I don't have Luca. My Sampo is E0, and I think my Servo is also pretty low on the list, so I'm not gonna be too mad about that. So those are the two banners there that are coming out. Just talked about those, which is cool. It's a banner. Nothing too much in there. Now, on to the next part. We don't need to talk about the light cones because light cones are light cones. So this is everything that's coming in the next patch. So we're getting trail-based mission chapters. We're getting Simulated Universe World 7. We're getting companion missions for Kafka and Yukon. We're getting permanent maps to explore, so they're just expanding the map. New Forgotten Hall. Now, I've already seen people say Chaos Memory. No. We're getting Forgotten Hall renewed, which means, if I'm not mistaken, is that 1800 Stellar Jade when you first complete Forgotten Hall? I could be wrong on that number. I'm gonna check real quick. All right, we're back here really fast just to talk. You get 3,000 Stellar Jade when you do all of your Forgotten Hall right here. So keep that in mind. 3,000 Stellar Jade right here. But I can't remember how it used to work. If I'm not mistaken, each one of these were like locked. So I don't think you can blow through these immediately and get them all done. But I could be wrong, but I can't remember if these were time gated. But there's 3,000 Stellar Jade up for grabs if it's 200 per every 3, like it was originally. And let's hope it is like that. And then Memory Chaos is 600 in total. So just keep that in mind. Then we have the Relic events. We'll go over that. We got bosses. We got new enemies. We got more Sight and Shadows. We got more passes, Planar Figures event, and Realm of the Strange event. Now, this is where I hop in with my realistic view about this, right? Everybody's like, oh, it's so amazing, blah, 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 blah. I'll be the first one to say I don't think it's an amazing update. Because I just don't think it is. Does it add lore to the story? Yes. Does it add content to the game that's already been in the game? Yes. Does it make the pool larger than what it already is to grind for characters? Yes. I can't say any of those things are good for the game because it's already insufferable to already grind the relics. It's insufferable to grind the trace materials. It's insufferable to grind all these things. You cannot pre-grind some of the things for the characters because they require a new set of like ascendant materials to ascend. So you're not pre-doing anything for the new 5 stars. So that's already stuff that you have to wait, you have to grind when they come out, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's like we've already went over how so many things in this game are so grindy that like really gets to the point. This is the problem with Star Rail. Like I say it all the time. This is the problem with Star Rail compared to other gacha games. Other gacha games, if I'm pulling for a character, I get to play and use that character. This game is not like that. You have to have books. You have to have trace materials. You have to have light cone ascendant materials. You have to have a light cone. You have to have. Did I already say trace materials? You have to have so many things to actually use the character and to make them useful. And that is irritating. People are talking about, oh yeah, this is so great. But is it really? If most people can't even use the character if you pull it for a long time, or even if you do pull it, it just becomes another character in your box that you're not really touching because you have too many cards. And how can you have too many if you're doing the work for it? Whether that be you using your money or using your time, you can't use it. That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. So what would make this update good, in my opinion, is the addition of increased stamina and increased reward drops so that this grinding isn't so unbearable and ridiculous. That's a good update, but that's not what we get. We'll continue. So we're getting new relic sets, which makes some of the current relic sets kind of useless. Now you got to start farming new ones for your characters. It's all like, imagine you're trying to do all this fine tuning just to get new relic sets, and then your old fine tuning is essentially useless because there's a new set that's better, and now you got to fine tune that, and you didn't even finish your first set. You see the problem with like relics, right? I don't think relics. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, it's just the way they give us our resources would make these wrong. Companion missions, that Stellar Jade story, cool. Simulator World 7, more planner ropes and stuff, which is good, I guess. Like these are good. Like let me stop playing. These are actual, especially the Retillant and Arena. That's actually a really, really decent set. But there's more grinding that you have to do. There's more stamina you have to waste. And I just want to go back to this. This specifically says Forgotten Hall and not Chaos Memory. Because Chaos Memory is the extra after you beat Forgotten Hall, and that only awards 600. And if this is going to follow the same set, it should give us another 3,000 Stellar Jade for completing. Or the 24. Not 24 or 3. I might have miscounted. But it's a high amount, which is nice. So cool. So in total, you got the 24 to 3. I'm thinking it's 3,000 Stellar Jade, and you get the 10 Star Rail passes. And yeah. And we're getting new events. We don't really know what these. Well, we know kind of sort of what they include, but that's all at 1.2. And I've kind of already just explained how I felt on 1.2. People were like, "Oh, we're getting 10, which is so generous." No, it's not. I will say this right now. The amount of tickets we get in this game is not generous. Period. Listen to me, y'all. The amount of Star Rail passes we get in Honkai Star Rail is not generous. If you think the amount of tickets that they give us is good, you don't play enough gacha games. You don't. Now, every game's ecosystem is different. But Star Rail is so far above a lot of ecosystems that I find it kind of ridiculous how often they do not reward their players with more free premium and or mid-range summons. Yes, you can say they give us the 10 every update. But guys, you have to understand that's really not a lot compared, like I said, to a lot of other games. And I will use Dokkan Battle as a prime example. They give multiple 10 pulls of summons throughout a singular month for people to get. Like multiple. Like there are so many stones that are given out. There's stones in that game that are given out for a person to be able to just play free to play, and you honestly could be fine. The difference is there's no pity in that game. So maybe that's you can argue that's why they do it, because there's no pity. In this game there is pity. So and there's a lot of ways to get guaranteed 5 stars. So therefore they have to lower it because there aren't nearly as many characters, which is true. But I digress. You have games like Dislike also. Yes, it has a lot more characters in this game, but the amount of gold records they give you in that game is absurd. Because they want you to play the game. The difference between Star Rail and all these other games is that Star Rail is limiting you while other games like, here, have fun. You either beat the stuff or you don't. You get to use the characters or you don't. Here's increased stamina. Here's an overflow of stamina. None of these things exist in Star Wars, which makes no sense. I will say that. I mean, there's no reason that we don't have an overflow of stamina. There's a reason our stamina bar doesn't grow. There's no reason we don't get top grossing rewards. There's no reason that we don't get standard banner tickets. We don't get the standard banner tickets that often. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. They don't really want you to hit that 300 pity for a long time. I don't think you guys can understand how much longer it's going to take for us to hit that 300. As a person that's already spent in the game and I'm still in the 100s, it's crazy. 2 months in and at 180. We're not going to get to that pity anytime soon, y'all, for the guaranteed character. Now, obviously, you're getting characters beforehand. And yes, it technically is really generous for you to get it, but like you still just simply don't get those tickets that often. I don't know. I say things for what they are. And yes, it's nice that we got it, but am I going to celebrate standard content? No. Because World 7 should have been a given. Trailblaze mission, given. New characters are given. Forgotten Hall, that's a thumbs up. Cool. Thank you for giving the revamp. That's good. Thank you. Planet ornaments, more grinding. Cavern planet ornaments, that's more grinding right there. Echo of War boss, cool, more grinding. New enemies, more grinding. New state and shadow, more grinding. And you see how that's why I personally can only be so excited, because it's not a test of my mettle right now. It's a grind fest, and it's been a grind fest, and it's still a grind fest. That's all that this update's really adding. You pull the new character, you add to your list of grinding. Let's keep it. Let's say what it is. You get the new character, you now have more grinding to do after you beat the story. Yeah, you get the Stellar Jade. Yeah, you might get the character, you might not get the character. But literally all you're really doing is giving yourself more grinding to do. Can we all agree that that's what you get from this update is more grinding? And that's my problem with the update. And why I'm not going to say, oh, it's such a great it's an update. It's an update that gives me more stuff to do. But it's not more stuff to do in terms of it's good content to do. It's more stuff to do in terms of I have to do more grinding than what I already do, which I can barely do with the resources that they give us. And you see my point. But I'm not going to drag this video along anymore. I've said what I need to say. We've done a little quick overview of everything that's coming in 1.2. Still enjoy it, but I just think there's so many things they can improve on, and I hope they improve on them. So, with all that being said, thank you for watching. If you watch, you already know I appreciate y'all. Drop a like on the video if you liked it. Comment something down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.